Another home victory, another clean sheet, but it was a flashish performance, wasn't it?
Being honest, I think it was our best win of the season. I totally disagree with that. If you look at, I said all week, most difficult game we had. Very easy to come out on Friday night, Dundalk. Everyone wants to be there. The players want to be buzzing. We go out against Derry a couple of weeks ago. No problem getting themselves up. Most difficult game tonight because everyone said it was a foregone conclusion. You could see early on, Longford put 11 behind the ball, worked really hard. Yes, it's difficult, but I suppose it'd be the sunny day. To be fair, the 2,500 crowd came out was fantastic, but we were missing another 2,500, 3,000 people that normally are there because they assumed it was going to be an easy win. And these games are the most difficult then because that's the danger. You end up drawing a match or conceding, and we had 75% of the ball, and we were trying to be patient, but our final ball wasn't good enough. So sometimes when you have so much of the ball, it looks easy, but we weren't penetrating enough. So that's why I'm really thrilled to get the 3 points, because Friday night look after itself, and all the talk since last week has been about Friday night, and I was always nervous about tonight because I knew the atmosphere would be flat. And I said to the lads before the game, it's up to us to make sure we take the points, because there's always that danger that we had that experience last year against Bray here when we left 2 points behind us. So no, I'll be honest, I'm quite happy, and I think it was probably our most challenging game so far.
And of course an opportunity as well to give Jenny, Rob and Gavin got a run out tonight for a decent shot.
Well, we had to make 2 changes. Johnny was out before the match and Colin came in, and Dan came in for Benno. It was one of those ones, do you risk Benno or not? And look at the beauty is to have a guy of the quality of Dan to step in, and because Dan is a superb footballer. And but as the game went on, I felt that we were a small bit flat, but then again, as I say, we got home at 3 o'clock in the morning Saturday morning. Guys didn't get to bed at 4 o'clock. We were back in for recovery at 10 in yesterday. It's a tough schedule, and like you said, the travelling takes its toll. And I think I thought we actually looked tired with 20 minutes to go, and we were trying to freshen things up. And Marky was at half time, felt he was a bit tired, but he worked extremely hard. And we just tried to freshen up by bringing in. Same with DJ, hasn't played a lot of games. Tough when he his second start on Friday night, 2 games in 4 days, and so we were trying to freshen up and give a bit of energy into the team. And look, I think once we got the second goal, it was all over. We struggled to get it. Our keeper made a couple of good saves, and but I suppose when we got the second goal, it was just a matter of making sure that they didn't score. So we're happy over that.
Mark made a good save as well near the end, which showed his concentration powers, I thought, with about 4 minutes to go.
He did, and I suppose very, very similar to Drogheda last Friday night. We were well in control. They didn't look like scoring, Longford didn't look like scoring, and we switched off the corner and Drogheda didn't scored. And the last 3 or 4 minutes, we just got a bit casual. And to be fair to Nult's made a great save, and but look, that's why he's the top goalkeeper in this league, in my opinion. And look, it's great for him. It's another clean sheet, and I think that's his 7th out of 9. Yeah. So to be fair to him, that's a fantastic start. And look, it's a lovely 3 points for us. And of course, it sets it up for Friday night now.
Will John and Johnny and Carl be fit for Friday, or is it too early to say?
I think it's a tough call at the moment. I'd say out of the 3, 1 might make it. Very, very tough call. They're all struggling. I would hope they would be available to give us more options and more choices, but and hence the reasons why we had to take off Mark tonight and Jalali as well, because they could end up starting their 3rd game in a week after not starting any. So that's the reason for that as well.
What's O'Leary's injury, John?
It's a knee problem. He's had he had it last year. He played the run into the season on painkillers. Got a bit of work to it in the off season. He's come back and it's flared up a little bit, so we've been managing him over the last couple of weeks. He's more or less not been training but been playing, which is a credit to him, because he's a very fit guy, and they're working very hard with him inside the Mardick Arena. But his knee is adamant, and it's one of those ones that it's touch and go for the weekend.
What's the story with Benno? Is Benno just tactical tonight, or?
No, I think I keep saying to you, we don't mess around with league games because they're too big, and the day you assume that you can make 4 or 5 changes for a league game is the day you drop points. So no, Benno has a hamstring issue for the last week or two, and we were just advised that maybe after Friday night and the long journey home might be better off not to risk him tonight, and that's what we decided to do.
Definitely good man on match there. You impressed with him tonight?
Yeah, we'll have been impressed with Cav all the time, to be fair to him, because I think he's one of those young boys came through our underage, who's enormous talent. When I see the likes of Brian Lennon going to England, I see lots of strong qualities that Cav has. Certain things that actually he's better than Brian at, but then on the other hand, there's other things that Brian was better at. So I keep telling Cav, he's the opportunities in front of him. If he has the dedication and the application to keep his head down, keep working hard, and once we can stay near the top, and it means that he'll get a lot more exposure. And the important thing for him is to make sure that he is the regular right full for the rest of the season. He missed the start of the season, came into the team for the last 3 or 4 weeks, done exceptionally well, but he needs to make sure that right through the season he is the number one right full, and if he does that and we're near the top, the opportunity is big for him.
And we took off Jalali after that crunching tackle. Is he okay? Or
he is. He is. No, he's a good. Kieran's a good lad, and whatever. I just feel that it's when you're coming into games, maybe for the last 50-20 minutes, it's different when you start. And he started Friday night, started tonight. We did the bus journey that took us toll. So I just felt he was tiring a little bit and tightening up. So there was no issue from the challenge.
John took a heavy knock, didn't he? John Kevin as well. He took a bad knock to his back.
Yeah, he got it.
But he recovered pretty well.
Well, he did. And look, we'll be in the morning at 9 o'clock, and we'll see how they all are. But I'd be surprised now if there was anything wrong with Cav. To be honest, he's a tough bit of stuff.
And will Shep? What's the story on Shep for Friday?
Again, the lads are just they're all in treatment, and we'll assess things tomorrow. But I think a lot of them will be towards the weekend to maybe Thursday or maybe in the morning of the match. So we'll just monitor that.